I don't know. Oh well. Good morning. So, I don't even know what all we poured last week. Did we do more than the mimics? Hi Bree. How's your day going? How you doing? Thank you for the crunch crew, but don't you put my dice in your mouth. So sleepy today. Oh, my dad moved the air compressor. That's cool. Excuse me while I put this back. Because I'm little. There's that. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, there it is. What? Seriously? You're not even gonna turn it off before you bring it back and put it in the wrong spot? You can't really complain too much. That was my tires that he had to air up. Not too bad. Yesterday was a bit of a shit night, but right now I just started working on D&D stuff. Ooh. Trying to design an abandoned village overrun with plant monsters for my next session. Do tell. So exciting. Alright. Let's open up the pressure pot real quick. Oh, music. That's why I feel awkward. There we go. Bree, did you see the name of the character that we're doing today? That's wonky. Why did that feel wonky? Oh, it's fine. Looking? Yeah, does it sound familiar? It seemed like fun, and we had stuff for it. I cannot guarantee that I will finish them or be able to mail them, but yeah, we're doing them themed around your girl today. What I've got here you see our moss here and our little mushrooms. I was thinking those would be really cute in our mini dice. Moss and mushrooms are the vibe. Excellent. If I had any teeny tiny knives, I'd be doing those too, but I don't. Hi Sakura, how's your day going? What we're also doing today is our dice vault. Eating lunch? Ooh, what are you having? Where did I put the... Oh, there it is. So we're going to make a dice vault today, and we're going to make a set of dice, a set of mini dice inspired by Bree's character Sorrel. So if you're a D&D player and you info dump enough about your character to me, I might end up making a set inspired by them. Just saying. Leftover pizza. Ooh. What kind? I didn't do my crunch today. Let's see. Do I get to keep my teeth? I do get to keep my teeth. Oh, Bree got to keep your teeth too. I'm so happy. And the glow cloud didn't chuck anything at you. Amazing. All hail. Hi, Lasagna. How's your day going? Ah, just cheese. Nice. Cheese is always a solid choice. Not the bot ghosting me. Oh no. Oh no! It wasn't ghosting you, it was just winding up, I guess. Ooh, Sakura got the orange ones. Nice. I'm trying to clean out this corner here. Almost there. Oh, we got it. Nice. That's pretty. So we're keeping that because it's pretty. Bot really said no crunching for you? Yeah, apparently. Try and stop me, bot. I will crunch and there's no stopping me. Ugh. It's trying to save you from yourself. You know those dice, they can smell fear, and they also know when you've crunched each other, when you've crunched them. They will come and get you. So... Dang, most of my stuff is actually clean. Which is funny, because normally I save cleaning for the beginning of stream. Just because... Oops. It's a good one to say hi. They can't talk to each other if I crunch a whole set at once. Oh, I would not recommend that. As soon as you spit them out, they will be after you. I wonder, can I... Does that fit? Ooh. All of these are a perfect fit, I think. Been wondering how's the fruit punch dice going? I have not finished them. They came out really great. I'm see. Do I have any pictures? They did come out great. I just have not done any finishing on them yet. And this set apparently does not hate me. See, the thing is, yeah, there they are. The thing about polishing dice is that I don't have a pottery wheel or a tumbler or anything like that. So everything is by hand, just sitting there doing a whole bunch of tiny little circles on my Zona papers. And that's if I'm lucky and I get to skip the sandpaper. They're so pretty, aren't they? I love them so much. You guys ready to see how our Mimic dice came out? I have not seen them yet. I haven't seen these ones either. Maybe we'll start with these just because we can build the anticipation. You ready for the crunch? Ooh. Okay. A good crackle? Yeah. So this technique is called a slush pour. It's where you either put a little bit of resin in and then you put your alcohol ink and then you put a little bit more in, or you put the alcohol ink in first and then you put the resin in on top, which that second one is what we did. And this is the mold that we're going to be using for Sorrel's dice today. Your D8. The D6. Ooh, I like that one. And our shard D4. D12. One came out cool. And then our D10. Which the other one that we did was our percentile. Here's our minis. Aren't they pretty? My flatmate got a load of new dice, and one of them is a set of minis, and they're so cute, and I didn't realize how tiny they were. They are so tiny. Like, here we go. This is a normal D20. And this is the mini D20. Aren't they so cute? We've also got a little ring. Which, alright, release. Come on. So it looks like all of the alcohol ink floated to the top of the mold. So that ring is kind of vaguely purple tinted. Now it's on the ground. There it is. We did not lose it. Alright. Time for the big reveal. I'm nervous. What if there's air bubbles or something? I'm gonna hail the cloud. Just for good luck. Oh, he's accepted. Alright, here we go. Ready? It's as good as you're getting. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that little guy. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Which one was this? Which one was this? This one's Jaws. He looks ready to eat. Bye, Sakura. Have fun. I may or may not be there tonight. I have a family dinner thing. I don't know yet. You say crunch or be crunch. Hell yeah, Jaws. Yeah. Oh, here's one of our D20s. Would you let me hold you? Alright, not bad, not bad. So here's the 20 side right here. Not super exciting. It's actually the 15 that had the mouth, but I was so worried about knocking an eyeball off that I didn't bother trying to turn it. He's escaping. He's trying. Look at those eyeballs. Can't make the D&D stream tonight. I have a sleep thing. Yeah. I'm proud of you, Bree. Good job making the grown-up adulting decisions. It's Sid. Here he is. Isn't he beautiful? Alright, Chompy. Let's go. How'd you look? Oh, he's amazing. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this little guy. He's beautiful. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. And I think we also managed to avoid any major bubbles with him. So far with all of them, looks like. Which is fantastic. Alright, time for the D4. Both of them. Look at them. They're so cute. So here's our traditional D4. The 4 is on this side, so when he lands, you can see the full effect of the mouth. How do you look? Oh no, Bubbles and him either. And here's our other D4, which he's on. Dun, 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 dun. He's very scary, isn't he? Want to get my finger chomped by these boys? No. Well, they will chomp. These are the snacks that bite back. Oh, here's Derek. Come back. Derek. No. Your lover's still here. So here's Derek. He's trying so hard to be intimidating. I feel like I have to pretend to be scared. Derek and Greg, look at them. They're so cute together. Derek's making a run for it. He was trying. Alright, here's Chompy-er. Oh, he's beautiful. No. He has lots of teeth so that he can chew things up before they reach his eye. And our final D20. Oh, there's a bubble in that one. But overall, came out pretty good. The bubble. It's hard to see on screen, but it's in there. Oh no, you can see it. Right there. Still, that is not a bad track record. Look at that goofball. Hi guys, I'm going to bite you. Oh, I'm stoked. Those guys came out great. Look at this. Ta-da! No! Who was that? Come back. Who was that? Oh, it was one of the D20s. Where did he go? Hello? Dang, I don't know where it went. I didn't see. We're gonna have to look for that later. Do mimics in captivity, do they tend to get along or will they bite each other up? Depends on how much food there is. Because wild mimics, you know, they'll create colonies. So, like, there are some places, it's literally just, the village itself is literally just a mimic. It's one enormous mimic colony. So they'll like join together and they'll eat anything that comes their way, right? Or like piles of coins in dungeons. Like if you ever see a really big pile of coins, be careful because they might be mimics. It's my second cup of coffee today. Hi, Bree. Nope. You guys have the same name, color, and length. Hi, Ray. Look, it was a long day yesterday, okay? Anyway, hi, how's your day going? You want to see the dice we just pulled? The mimics came out amazing. The second time someone's done that this week. I know, I was there for the first one. I was trying. Brie. I'm so sorry. That would make such a fun encounter, not knowing which objects to trust. Yeah, that would be so fun. Here's our mimics, right? Come back. We dropped one of the D20s. I don't know where it went. It wasn't one of the named ones, so. Personally, one of my favorites. This guy. And then here's Grerick together. They're in love. Oh, and here's Chompy. He came out fabulous. And we also have our mini dice that we poured with the leftover in a ring. And here's our mini dice, which here they are next to a normal size die, D20. I think Chompier is my favorite, but they're all such good boys. Here's Chompier, his eyeball in his mouth. He has so many teeth so that he can chew up his food before it reaches his eyeball and pokes it out. So yeah, that's what we did last week. Today we're going to be making a dice vault and stay mud, don't fall. We're going to be making a dice vault, and we're going to be making a set of mini dice inspired by Sorrel, who is Bree's character. Those teeth are so well carved, they look amazing. Oh, thank you! They were a pain in the ass, but they were so worth it. And I think putting the lines in between the teeth, putting the lines in between the teeth helped too, I think. You miss Sorrel? Yeah. I wasn't around for the one-shots where you got to play her, but I did get to see her as an NPC in the Court of Fall area, so that was cool. Making notes for a future session to just have a big mimic colony in a cave or something. Yes. Ooh, you know it'd be fun. Like I mentioned, the pile of coins as a mimic colony, like a swarm of mimics. How would one even stat that out? A swarm of mimics? I don't know. But that would be fun. Also, what would be fun would be if the walls were breathing. Do mimics need to breathe? Hi, Red. How is your day going? Opens mouth and sucks all the dice off the table like a vacuum. How dare? How dare? You'll do it? These ones bite back. Look at this. Look at them. Look at them. They came out fantastic. Here's our boy Chompy up here. Oh, come back. Stop that. We've already lost one. Here's Chompy here. And Red, you're gonna appreciate these. since you love purple. Here's our mini dice. And the community one-shot too. No, little gnome baby yeeting herself down the snow. Oh, I did see that one. Right? Were you in that? I think you were in that. These are cute, aren't they? So tiny. We're actually going to be making another set of minis today that are inspired by one of Bree's characters. Because we can. How do you make campaigns? Like, imagine there are rules. Yeah, so when you're making a campaign, I'm still fairly new to actually designing and building campaigns. So whatever I say, you take it with a grain of salt. But with campaigns, what you do as the dungeon master is you come up with a setting, or you pick a setting, and then you come up with a story for that setting. So let's say, like with my Harvestman campaign, the hook is that the idea with the Harvestman campaign is that they don't bury their dead there. They give them to these creatures called the Harvestmen. And so when the Harvestmen stop collecting bodies, that creates a state of emergency for the cities that have been relying on the Harvestmen to take their dead. And so it's not just a logistical nightmare, it's also a philosophical, moral one for these places, because originally, if your body was not taken, that meant that you were like a serial killer or something. So that's the plot hook. That's the reason that the adventurers are going on the adventure. So that's what you do when you're starting, and then you just build out from there. You go, you build villages, you build encounters, not just the combat kind, you also have encounters in the villages. So we're talking like shopkeepers that you can role play with, and maybe animals, NPCs, all sorts of stuff. But depending on the rules system that you're following, it's going to impact how you design your games. If you're curious, Adventuring Academy is a really great podcast. The first 2 seasons, I believe, are free. You can get them on like Apple Podcasts and Spotify and whatnot. But they're really, really good. They've had DMs on there like Matt Mercer, Abria Iyengar, what's her face? What's her first name? Her last name is Bueller. Bueller? Jasmine Bueller. Spelled Bhullar. Really great advice. Fantastic DM. Love that show. But yeah, the rules system that you follow is going to impact the way that you design your games. Because like in D&D, you want to have, at least 3 encounters that are going to use character resources before you give them the opportunity for a long rest. And a long rest is how you regain those resources that you expend. It's all very fun, it's really fun to dig into and get into the weeds on it with... Oh no, Saucy, you got the coconut water! It's gross. It's really gross. I wouldn't recommend it. Unfortunately, I have 2. It's so gross, y'all. But how's your day going? That was the one where chat was the peanut gallery and Sorrel rolled a 31 for nature check during the quiz. Yeah, I remember that. We were team peanut gallery, and then we were like, oh, Case is allergic. Now we're packing peanut gallery. And we tried to hide our flag in a cup of hot chocolate that nobody drank. It was great. You legally have to drink one of those cans during the next Stardew stream. You made us snowmen with hot chocolate. Yeah! Yeah, that was a fun one. And it was cool that Mal let us participate a little bit. Because not everybody does that. I really enjoy coconut water, so I don't know if I'd find that bad. Have you had the alcoholic kind, though, Saucy? Because that was gross. I can send you a picture of the brand if you want to. I can send you a picture of the can of the flavor that I have if you want to try it. I have a drinking problem. I have not. Is it not rum and coconut water? It's not. It's not. You know what it is? It is actual coconut water that has been turned alcoholic. It's real gross. I would not recommend it. DM me the pic. I will. I will DM it to you. Fermented coconut water, yes. It's hard coconut water. Still proud of how that ended, not gonna lie. My tiny gnome baby managed to steal back the flag at the last second to make it a tie, because of course we had to make Mal tie votes and competitions wherever possible. Absolutely. That was fantastic. That was so great. Here's our little, this is our anti-mold collapse puck. This thing actually needs to be flattened a little bit. I just assumed hard coconut water meant it contained a separate alcohol, not just like we let that rot until it's safe to drink again. Yeah, no, it... Yeah. Yeah, no, if I were a mixed drink, I wouldn't be calling it hard coconut water. This is actual this is actual fermented turned alcoholic coconut water. Okay, we gotta pick. We gotta decide what we're doing for the design for our dice vault. Last one that we did was this one. We could redo it. Love that for it. Oh yeah. It's gross, Saucy. It is so gross. So this one, theoretically I could have saved it, but I was so mad that I just pulled it out anyways. But it had this really cool swirling pattern, which we might replicate actually. That's cool. And then for our sorrel dice, we do have a plan for those. We're doing minis. And it's going to have a little bit of moss. And it's going to have a mushroom. It's going to be so cute. This actually would probably be the perfect amount. Bro, I would buy an ashtray from you to stare at whilst enjoying spicy lettuce. Oh, hey, you know what? You buy me a mold, and I will send you the first successful piece out of it. Little mushrooms are adorable, aren't they? They're so cute. Froge blankies, yeah. Now this is how they're gonna look. Let me go mold shopping? Okay. I actually do have throne. Let me see. Let me see if I did the command. There we go. So if you want to suggest it to throne, then I'll put it on there, and then I'll send you the thing. So that's what that's gonna do, right? We also have a lid for it, because what's any dice vault without a lid, right? It's a little bit stained from when we did our previous one. That's okay though. Your throne link isn't linked with my profile. What? Hold on. I thought I did it. Why? It signed me out too. Hold on. Yes, I want you to remember this. Here's the code. My wish list. Do I do from the wish list? How do I get the link? Help. Let's click the share button. Copy. That's the same link. Hold on. It is the same name on there. What if I go to my profile? Throne.me/beefpuffbarbarian. Let's try this one. Okay, does that one work? Let's see. Okay, that time it seemed to work for me. Does it work for you guys? Note to self. That works. Huzzah! Thank you. We're gonna write that down so that I remember. Fix throne link. There we go. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. We're gonna fix that eventually. Can I break this? Let's see. It's cracking. Yep. I can, in fact, break it. Don't hurt yourself. I didn't. I'm okay. Although, fun fact, it is possible to cut yourself on resin. Did you know that? Because it's plastic. It turns into plastic. That's why I'm always harping about safety, because if those vapors get into your lungs, they stick around on your skin. It's terrible for you. Don't make me worry. I'm the one who's worried, Ray. How many times have you totaled a car? Well, actually, no, never mind. Don't answer that. That's probably less than me. How many times have you hit a mailbox? So here's our mini dice mold. Only twice? Yeah, I've never hit a mailbox. Let's see. Ooh, do we want to try? Okay, here's the thing. We have a box of nerds. We could do that. We could redo this, which if we do redo this, we're going to have to shred up some foil. Does it count if one mailbox was your own? Yes, it counts, Ray. It especially counts in the circumstances in which you hit it. Because, you know, you could have braked at any time. I promise I'm such a good driver. No, it doesn't sound like it, Ray. It really doesn't. We've also got a whole bunch of these things. These are too small, I think. We've got these pearls. Ooh, this might be fun as like the rim out here. We could do a little scoop of this, and it would end up here. Unless I were to put it in here as well. However, these are heavy enough that they're just going to sink, no matter what we do. So, if we want it at the top here, that's going to be great. I'm going to put these away. What do we have in here? We could also put moss in this one. That could be fun. Moss and mushrooms in that could be fun. The way that we would do that, we'd probably put some mushrooms around what would be the top here. And we'd probably lay them flat just because that's how it would do. Do you ever do multiple layers to help with sedimentation? Sometimes. That's what this one is. It's got 2 layers. Let's see if you can see. The problem with this is that the mold is very big. This is going to take like 150 mils. Right, is that what they're called in here? Yeah. Which, man, that's going to mean I'm going to need to do, what's 150 divided by 2? 75, right? Yeah. So I would probably end up pouring 160, which that'll be great for our minis here. So that's good. More moss is always better. I love moss. I do too. My next Curse of Strahd character. If my current Curse of Strahd character dies, my next one is a Spore Druid. We could do a vault for him. What was his name? What did I name that boy? Yeah, math, science, understand. Oh yes, all of it. Let me pull up my guy. My current Curse of Strahd character is a half-elf who is hiding the fact that she's a half-elf. She's a half-elf fighter rogue multi-class. What was the name of my Spore Druid? Oh, it's Nedwin. His name is Ned. His name is Nedwin. And he's a 10-year-old boy whose best friend is a pile of moss that is inhabited by the spirit of a dead adventurer. Where's my boy? He would be going in at level 5 if he dies. Right now, everybody's level 5. So that could be fun. So cool. He's 10. Yeah. Not sure how he survived this long. Probably the pile of moss that talks to him. I think sphagnum mosses are my favorite. It's so pretty and a nice color and used to be very useful as a wound dressing. Ooh. Let's see. So he would know Druidic, he can wild shape. His halo of spores. Ooh, that doesn't. Hang on. His halo of spores is a reaction, and it's a free reaction. You can use your reaction to deal 1d6 necrotic damage to one creature you see when it moves into a space within 10 feet of you or starts its turn there. If it fails a con save, which for him would be DC 14. So, that is a reaction for him, and he gets that free. He could do that every single round. Which, that's very exciting. Dang. Okay. Ooh, Netty boy is... He's squishy, but he's spiky. So that's exciting. And I love my current character. I adore her. However, having a backup for Curse of Strahd, you kind of need it. Wish I had a talking pile of moss. I'd probably start talking to a pile of moss too. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. So he's 10, and Zindli, my current character, is 26. And she's been around Barovia a fair amount since she ended up leaving home. So that would be an interesting transition to make. Whoops. Let's see, what did I just tap? Oh, okay, we're good. Let's see, what do other folks do for their spore druids? What? D&D spore druid. He's a little mushroom boy. Covered in mushrooms and moss, and his ball of moss is his best friend. You know what? We're gonna close the whatever it is. We're gonna close up all the Dremel tools so that we do not lose them. Oh, did I tell y'all? I discovered how you're supposed to put the buffering wheels into the thing. So I might end up using these just to see if it helps reduce the amount of time and effort that it ends up taking to do the polishing part. Anyway, it's not even closed. There we go. So, we already have a plan for Soul. Oh, I could use... Oops. We have quite a few types of mosses. Bree, which type do you think that Sorrel would like best? And would go with our little mushrooms? Because originally the plan was this one. But we've also got a purple one, we've got a more squiggly one, we've got a pink one. This brown one actually turned green inside of the resin. So I don't know what the rest of them are going to do. The purple one did stay purple though. Pretty. Yeah, aren't they pretty? Oh, there's some sticks in there too. Cool, free sticks. I think for Ned, this is Barovia, and Barovia is kind of based off of, you know, your would you clear the search? What kind of moss does Barovia have? I don't know. It's kind of loosely based off of Romania climate, I think, if it's based off of Dracula. So, we're gonna Google, because we can. Honestly, it's in character for her to be enchanted by all of them and not be able to choose a favorite, so any of them could work. Oh, there we go. So we'll probably go with this very mossy looking moss there. Okay. So here's some of the mosses of Romania. Oh, that one's pretty. So that looks like fairly generic looking moss to me. Could totally just go with whatever. Alright, we're gonna move this real quick. To where? Nobody knows. So those are there. Ooh. What if... Let me see. So he's a Curse of Strahd character, right? So there's a lot of bleeding and dying in Curse of Strahd. I half want to like dip some of the moss in like maybe the paint, or actually I can't use the paint. The paint would have to be dry before we can put it into the resin, because otherwise it's going to interact very poorly. However, I do have blood-colored, blood-ish looking alcohol inks. Here's what I'm thinking. Because like Bree was saying earlier, certain types of moss used to be used for packing wounds. There's a lot of bleeding and dying of Curse of Strahd. Hello, what? Yeah, it's designed to be deadly, Ray. It's designed to be deadly, Ray. When we were doing combat, okay, listen. I'm very good at keeping my party alive when I have the resources for it. We went for so long with only one death. Like, we made it to level 4. Hang on. What level was Salem when he died? Where are you at, my boy? Yeah, we made it to level 4 before we lost anybody. Which, the campaign starts at level 3, but we did do levels 1 through 3 in a prequel type thing. It was called Death House, is the thing that we went through before we got into the campaign proper. So I was really good at keeping everybody alive, and then we got into a combat encounter that we shouldn't have been in, but one of the characters heard a weeping child. And so she, of course, could not let that stand. So she attacked the person whose windmill that we were in. And as it turned out, that was 3 very powerful people who had a couple of our characters doing death saves after 3 rounds. We had 2 or 3 people go down and start death saves when we were 3 rounds in. So I, being one of the more experienced people at the table, realized very quickly we were probably heading into a TPK. So I privately messaged our DM. I was like, listen, if it takes sacrificing my boy to be able to save everybody and keep the campaign going, let's do it. If we all get wiped out in this one encounter, we're gonna have to start everything all over again, and I don't want to do that. Because we had already been playing for several months at this point, and we had gotten lost in the woods for so fucking long because one of the other players wanted to do some sort of like survivalist thing, and this person is really into the like crunch. They are really into the crunchy side, and they enjoy that, and that is awesome for them. Not so much for me, because I like to roleplay. So yeah, I told my DM, hey, it looks like we're all gonna die. Can my character cause enough of a distraction, try to bargain with these people in order to get my people out? Like, can we do that? I know it's probably gonna end in my character's death, but I'm okay with that. I accept that. And then, after my character died, we lost an average of 1 player character per month. And we were playing every other month. So every other session we were losing a character. Right now we're in more of a roleplay type section. So nobody's died in a while. Oh, there's a thing here. That startled me. What happens if your character dies during a campaign? It depends on the campaign, the character, the players, the DM. Like, there are some DMs who are like, if you die, you die. You're permadead. Yada, yada, yada. And then there are some campaigns where you'll have like backups and contingencies in place to bring people back if they die. That is a possibility. In Curse of Strahd, it's not really an option. We're currently almost about to complete a quest that will allow us to either break a curse or bring one character back. So that's going to be cool. However, that is the only one that we've had so far. And we've been playing this game every other week for, gosh, we're approaching a year and a half now. So, in this game, this campaign, with this DM, it's very, very scarce to be able to bring a character back after they die. If you have a healer who is good at their resource management and they're good at putting themselves in the right place on the battlefield, then even if they get knocked down to 0 hit points, they're probably not going to die. Just because the healers in this are able to get them back up and moving again, usually, which is what I was able to do. Oh, I shouldn't have left that out here. But yeah, if your character dies and it's a permadeath, or even if it's a temporary death, most of the time your DM will have you bring in another character to play temporarily, or you may decide that you like this new character, or you may decide, I actually don't like playing this character that I've been playing for a little bit, and I want to try something new. So you can have your DM kill off that character, or they could also just move on and you bring in your other character. It really just depends on the players, the campaign, the tone of the campaign, and the dungeon master. Like, there's some campaigns where death can have really real permanent consequences, but the character themselves won't actually die. Let's see. A lot of times, though, they'll just be dead a lot of times, and you bring in another character. We're gonna get started with pouring. We kind of have a rough plan for our dice vault. Got my respirator. I'm gonna put my glasses on. I actually do really recommend having glasses of some sort. It's pretty rare that resin will splash, but if you get that in your eyes, it's really, really terrible. So wear safety glasses too if you don't have a full face respirator. So, like I always say, Wear your respirator, wear your gloves. You're adding on. Wear your glasses. And always work in a well-ventilated area. Because people can and have been sent to the hospital for reactions to this stuff. Thank you for the thing. What do we call that? What do we want to call that? The mini lecture? I don't know. Anyway, thank you. I am double gloving, not because I'm worried it's going to seep through or anything, but because it is easier to have clean hands if I'm double gloved. Okay. Here's the plan. I forgot to take that stuff out. Here's the plan. What we're going to do is we're going to put a little mushroom into each one of these, and then we're going to put the mushrooms into there. And then, I'm thinking, maybe, what we're going to do, so when we put the moss in here, we'll put in some mushrooms here and there, yada yada, where they can be seen, but also, we're going to take a little bit. Man, talking is hard in this thing. Actually, I want some water real quick. I'm going to have to put that all back. I need to blow my nose. So what I'm thinking is what we're going to do. We're going to put some moss in there. And we're also going to drip a couple drops of our wine-colored alcohol ink. And what that's going to do is hopefully it'll look like it's seeping out of the moss into the rest of the resin and look cool. Okay. Pardon me while I blow my nose real quick. I should just bring a box out here. A box of tissues or something. Forgive me for bumping you. Sorry, it's allergy season around here. It's starting. Okay. Just inhale the hair. And because we're using a bunch of inclusions, we're not going to add any colorant to the resin itself. Okay. We're ready. Everybody ready? These will go here. Let's open so that we don't have to work on opening it. Ray's ready. Excellent. So here's that. Let's see. This one. I'm actually going to pull the moss out onto here real quick. That should be enough. We're not going to need too much. And here's our other piece. This way we can keep the dirt off. Move this over here. Move this over here. And also going to move this. And we're going to move this. Here's this. And here's this. Okay. So, this is only going to take probably 10, I think. I don't know, I never measure when I pour into here. So it's just a frantic little, I need to get it done. So we need at least 75 of each. This one only goes up to 10, so we'll have to do 80. If we do 90, that's going to give us, oh wow, that's going to be too much. That's going to give us like 180, and we do not need 180. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do our sorrel dice first, because that's going to take less resin. And then we'll do this, and anything that we need in addition, we can just put on in a later layer. Alright, we're going to get started with our pour. Doing a long, slow pour because this is going to reduce the possibility of bubbles. In theory. A little bit more. There we go. Now today is a little bit of a warmer day, so we're going to have slightly less time than usual. Not in a bad way. We're still going to have about 40 minutes, but because this is an exothermic reaction, the warmer it is, the quicker the reaction happens. So we're really going to need to stick to that 40-minute window that we have. Time for part A. Is there a reason I poured part B first instead of part A? No. It's just what I grabbed first. Only 30 more to go. Almost there. There's that. Is this satisfying to watch? Excellent. Trying to come up with a reason for all the plants in this abandoned village to be corrupted and alive. Maybe a witch could have done some dodgy magic shit or something? Ooh, yeah. Or, do you have... in your world, do you have... like a college or anything? You could also have like a Department of Magical Research doing experiments that have gone awry. You could have the witch do something. Corrupted and alive. Yeah, someone decided to fuck with the natural order of things. If we're going the witch route, why would it have done that? Did the villagers do something to the witch? Was she scorned by someone? to just a meanie head. Or like maybe she was a magical researcher and she went to this area and started performing unethical experiments. Or she was performing perfectly ethical experiments and then somebody from the village was like, oh no, she's evil. She's a witch. She's cursing us. But she wasn't actually cursing anybody. And then they like burnt down her lab, and then that caused the stuff that she was working with that had been safely contained. It caused all of the stuff that she was working with to escape and intermingle and poison everything. Oh, I didn't see your second message. The main boss in the area is a shambling mound, and I'll probably have some vine blights and other monsters around. That's about as far as I got. Wait, one of my players went to the magic school. Maybe they knew this witch a long time ago before something went wrong. Yeah, there you go. Tie it in, baby. Give them an emotional tie. Like, did they know her? How well did they know her? Were they friends? Were they classmates? Did this witch used to lend them with her notes during lectures? As always, with our resin that's going to be on the outside, we are going to be doing a double cup mix. So once we've mixed in here for a bit, we're going to be transferring it to our second cup. Alright, what time is it? It is 2:29. So in 40 minutes from now, we need to be done with all of the stuff we're doing, because that's the end of its work time. Oh. Well, that's a lot. I'm glad we didn't do 180. This player is an Alcide, who has a strong connection with nature and just learned to speak of plants spell. So it'd be nice to give them a chance to shine a bit in this area. Ooh! Oh my god, Bree. What if they recognize that it's her, their witch friend? What if your character recognizes that it's her because her favorite plant is there? Like, she always had, like, I don't know, a little pot of geraniums or rosemary on her bedside table. Like, she always had this little pot of whatever her favorite plant was, or her favorite herb. And then, they're able to recognize that it was her, specifically, because of this plant. And maybe the plant recognizes them. Oh boy. It's a lot of resin for a small cup. Maybe it could be a plant that would seem out of place in the area too. Yes! So if this is like a colder climate, maybe it's an orchid. Like, it's clearly the plant that she had on her desk, and like maybe it recognizes them, and because it's alive, it's able to like show that it recognizes them somehow. Oh, you guys hear the niece? She's out there yelling. That little girl's got a lot to say. She's very cute. Some of you got to see the pictures of her meeting a squishmallow for the first time. She full face planted on it. You love my brain? Oh, thanks. So right now we're mixing until it stops being streaky and cloudy. And then we're going to switch over to the other cup. And keep mixing, just to make really, really sure we're not going to have any soft spots or anything. You can't see it, but this is... There we go. Now you can see. Oatmeal! Yes. Oatmeal the mallow. I'm going to let that drain for a second. If they speak of plants and some plants came from this one specific plant, they knew that would be very cool. Yeah, maybe. Like, yeah, that could be really cool. Doesn't look like it would be fun to swim in. It might, but I would not recommend it. Because it's going to irritate your skin real bad. And that's if you're lucky. Also, pro tip, don't lean your face over it, because the resin fumes will get onto your skin, and that's not good. It'll increase your chances of developing an allergy to it, and that allergy is what sends people to the hospital, because it can get real bad. I would do the same if I was smaller than oatmeal. Yeah. Listen, he's bigger than my torso. Like, he's longer and he's bigger around. He's pretty great. Alright, let's see. Are we mixed enough to transfer yet? Perhaps. We're gonna risk it. This is very full. Note to self, anything over like 140, get a bigger cup. Yeah, that's most of it. That's all of it. Let me move this over here. seems a little bit clean-ish. Yeah, that does look fine. Cool. We're good. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to, whatever it is. I forgot to make a cup smaller. I forgot to trim one of the cups down so that I could dip the moss into it. There, now you can see. Alright, that should be good. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, damn. That took almost 10 minutes. We still have 30, so we're good. We don't have to worry about anything. Do you need to trim like this? No. Is it easier? Yes. So here's what we're doing. We are going to just drain it. And not drain it. We're going to pour a little bit into here. Oop. We're going to have dripping all over the place. It's fun in its own way, but not with resin. So we'll put that here. That looks like enough. Okay. So there's that. Tweezers. Where'd I put them? It's dropped. The paper towel then. Alright, tweezers. Where did I put them? Should have found them before I started mixing. Oh. Exactly where I left them. We're good. So, is that? So what we're doing right now, we're just gonna poke it in there. What we're doing is we're pre-soaking it so that if there are any air bubbles, there are gonna be fewer of them. So that, we go into our D6. And then what we'll do is we'll take one of our little guys, we'll drop that in there, and then we'll pick a spot. So it looks like that. Ta-da! And then we can just do a little scoop when we need more resin. And voila. Little mushy guys. Woo. Aren't they so cute? We'll take this. I'm going to move this here. Alright, this actually looks great for our pyramid D4. We'll do a little dippy dip. And we'll place that in there. Grab a mushroom. I think we'll put it on this side. There we go. There's our other mushroom in there. Number 2. It's going to be very cute. Where did I put that little piece I ripped off? Oh, it's underneath there. Okay. I just want a clean handle, you know? This one's kind of gross. There. That's a little better. And a little drip there. We'll put a little bit more into that one because it's ready for it. Now, and get another piece. And another one just for good measure. This one would be good probably in our D12 or the 20. I'm going to poke it. Do a little pokey poke so it doesn't trap any bubbles. And we're kind of scooping a little bit because we don't want to squish it. We'll put that in the 12. Actually didn't go like that. Now it's easier access. Grab our little mushy friend. Drop that in there. Actually, we need a little more resin, I think, first. There we go. We'll pop this one in there, and we'll poke it around with this. And now we fill it in. Oh, I just stuck my hand in the resin. Gross. What time is it? Okay, we got time. What? Didn't I have a second one that I did? Huh. Odd. We'll go with that one. This will be for our D20. And again, we'll poke it around a little bit so it soaks up the resin. Because the moss is a little bit like a sponge. It'll hold a lot if you do it right. There's a big old air bubble there. Work that away from it. There we go. Now we'll pop that in there. We'll put this in here as well. You get a little extra bit. A little stick for you. Grab a mushroom. Pop that in there. And the other thing about this positioning thing that I'm doing, is I want the mushroom to be visible. That's why I'm still reaching in there and poking around a little bit. Because what is the point of putting in a tiny, adorable mushroom if you're not going to be able to see it, right? And this mold is so tiny and so small that if you're not careful, you're going to actually cover up the opening and then trap air in there. And you don't want that. Because the longer you have to spend burping the mold, like this, the less time you have for the pressure pot to crush it. We'll do a little bit for our shard D4. Again, do a little poke. Poke it a little bit, swish it around. Make sure it's not holding any air. Got a little bit still in there, so put that in. Do. There we go. That's good. Good. Ooh, this one's teeny tiny. These clay pieces, they're all different sizes. Nope, that's a bigger one. Like, I'll show you this teeny one. It's really small. And then, like this other one. Come here, I want this one. This other one is bigger. See? Oops. We had dinner. Good job. I'm so proud. What'd you get? Is it delicious? Tiny shrooms. They're so tiny. There we go. Oh, that's a bug. Alright, this one, I think this will be good in a D8. That's a little large, although that'll be perfect in our stat. So we'll leave that alone. One, two, three. We got one. And then 2, 3. There we go. That's right. That mate made some kind of pasta. Looks unusual, but pretty good. Nice. It's my turn to cook tomorrow, and I still haven't decided what to make. Have you tried taco soup? It's pretty good. It's a hearty meal. Because it's a soup, it's, warm. So if you guys are cold, I recommend taco soup. And the thing with taco soup, you can make a lot of it, and it's good for a while. in taco soup. So taco soup is ground beef that you cook and season just like you're making tacos. You cook and season your ground beef just like you're making tacos. Then, once that's cooked, all you gotta do is just add in like a can each of black beans, corn, and tomatoes, like diced tomatoes. And then you wait for it to cook down just a little bit so it's nice and soupy, or your desired soup thickness. And then you eat. And you use chips of some sort. Usually we do tortilla chips, but Cheetos and Doritos, the nacho cheese Doritos, are also really good. And when you eat it with, you have the option of adding cheese. Usually like a cheddar or a Monty Jack. And we also have the option of sour cream. That does sound pretty good. It is good. It is delicious. What was it that I needed to send Saucy a pic of? The coconut water. That's right. Wait, come here. There we go. Need one. I need two. Gonna poke those around. And we'll poke these around. There's that. So yeah, it's a quick, easy to make meal that's also really filling. And it keeps well for a couple of days. So you've got leftovers. You've got lunch and dinner tomorrow, if you decide to do that. Alright. Our sorrel dice are almost done. Our gnome-sized dice. I'm going to burp the mold a little bit. Oh no. Good thing this stuff is viscous. You didn't see that. You did not see me just almost flip the mold. It's fine. It's fine. They're fine. See? They're gonna be so cute. And I'm gonna do that thing where I smear a little bit on the lid. And the smearing, it just helps us to prevent any bubbles, any voids in the top, or in this case the low side of each die. Ready for the squish? Nice, gentle, even pressure. Flip mold. No! How could you be? I can't believe this. Alright, and there's sorrel. We'll put her over here for now while we do this. touching it. So, for this one, we're just leaving it in the mold. Oh, there it is. Can you not see that before it cancels? Yeah, it can. Lasagna has received a blessing from a glow cloud. Huzzah! Remove this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a little bit in there first. Just to kind of set the mood, really. Because as you know, bubbles are the enemy. Now we're going to actually use this same cup that we had before to soak our moss in. Hi, Brass. How'd the mimic dice turn out? Oh, they came out great. Let's see. What time is it? We got a little bit of time. Ready? It's my hand clean. Here's Chompy. Really cute. And then Sid. Here's our D20. They came out great. Only one of them had a bubble. Here's Greg. Only one of them had a bubble, and it was not a large one. So it's not going to affect any of the rolls. Today, we actually just finished swirl dice. And right now we're doing a dice vault themed like my backup Curse of Strahd character. My backup is a spore druid. So we're going with blood, moss, and mushrooms. Love them. Aren't they cute? That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm pre-soaking this moss. And I'm going to just drop it in. Just a little bit here. I love moss. It ends up looking so nice. Oh, good. Me too. This is going to be very fun. Because the red in there, it's spreading around and smearing, and it looks like blood stains. It looks like someone bled on this moss, which is excellent because that's exactly what I'm hoping for. Because Curse of Strahd, you tend to die a lot. actually. I'll dump those mushrooms out and put a few of them in there. I think we may end up just having the blood on one side. We'll have our little mushrooms on the other side. In there. Alright, ready for another chunk. Try to make this one another longish piece. Have a weird cookie? Yes. I would love a cookie. This moss, it ends up acting like a sponge. I said that already, didn't I? Oh well. It does, okay? Cookie! What was your favorite color? You worked out today. Bravo! Proud of you. I've not done an actual workout in a while. I really should get back to it, but so far I haven't. I probably won't for a while, unless I get magically super adjusted to this job. What I'm doing right now, I'm in the fillet sizing department. So what I do is I stand at a conveyor belt and I watch chicken as it comes out, and then I move it from the belt into the pocket, and I do one piece of chicken per pocket, and I do that for 8 hours. And if I'm lucky, it slows down enough that I can stand up and kind of stretch a little bit. So it's great. It's not customer service, but it's also sorting chicken. And we're also standing on concrete all day. So that part's fun too. Ooh, chicken. Hi, Lurky. Trying to be strong. You are already strong, Grass. You're just gonna get more strong. Is it getting any easier? Well, it's still... We're going into my second full week. So it's, we'll see. I mean, Bree, you know this. On Friday, I went to take a short nap at 6. It ended up being 12 hours. So that was fun. I woke up briefly at 10 p.m. and at 4 a.m. and then I went back to sleep both times. Tonight I'm gonna have to go to bed early because gotta get up at 4:45 a.m. tomorrow. That'll be fun. Oh, Lurky, got the internal damage. Do we listen to some really good music? No. We're not allowed to listen to music because we have to be able to hear our supervisors. So that's fun. It's awesome. Real great.